You understand?
This?
Do you understand that so far?
Oh, sorry, you got cut out. I didn't understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand.
Another heads up. Don't type in task force.
Yep.
Um, all right. Next thing is probable cause. Okay. Probable cause is a suspicion based on actual facts and/or evidence of a person have committed a crime or currently committing a crime. Probable cause is enough to search and arrest upon. If the incident reaches the court and is brought to a judge, the judge must make the call if the arrest was correct based upon probable cause and not reasonable suspicion. Reasonable suspicion is the LEO using their knowledge and training in the suspect of crime that may have happened or may be in progress, not based upon actual fact or evidence. Reasonable suspicion is not enough to arrest, search, or seize upon. Hard facts and evidence, probable cause, must prevail. Reasonable suspicion is enough for an LEO to stop and detain if the LEO feels a crime has or is being committed. You understand so far?
Yes.
All right. Do you know any of your 10 codes?
10 codes, 1038 is a traffic stop, 10-8 is on duty, 10-7 is I'm going off duty or having a break, a quick break. Um,
Okay. Well, 10.
and that,
Okay. I'm
there you
going.
go.
Do you know the? Okay. Open up your tablet there, and there's a thing
Yep.
called TeamSpeak on your tablet. Go up to the bulletin board, and you'll see a thing in that little right side of the box that says 10 codes. There's your 10 codes. If you do not
Yep.
know your 10 codes, all of them, just pull them up. If you have like another set of
Yep.
eyes, keep them there so
Yep.
whenever you're doing radio codes. Um,
Yeah, but I got them all now.
the codes okay, there should be two codes on that list that are highlighted in red. Okay.
1078, 1080.
Uh,
Pursuit in progress, requesting available units, urgent.
Okay. 1080 is highlighted in red.
Yep.
Are you fucking kidding me? It should not be. Okay. I'll fix that. Okay. The two big ones that should are always pay attention to, okay? Say you call 1078, you need additional units at your 1020, and an officer goes down. What are you gonna call?
Um, you will call. Hold on, let me look at it now. You'll call 1078, officer down. Because I don't see any 10 code that says officers down. Unless I'm
It's
blind.
it's 1000. That's what you would call.
Yeah, I don't see that here. Yeah, it's not here.
Nick plays live. What? What are you talking about, Nick? Nick.
Huh?
Nick. Someone in my CCTV. Um,
Okay.
do you know what a 1038 is?
1038, that is a traffic stop, pulling over a vehicle.
A 1076.
1076 is en route, or en route.
Or responding.
Pardon?
Or responding. Basically one and the same.
Yeah.
1080.
1080 is a pursuit in progress.
Okay.
So you'll call in that your 1038 has turned into a 1080.
Correct. Also, when you do that, hold on. So at any time, would you be on the radio, cursing at any other officers, doing basic radio chat, or just talking about your daily day? Would you do that over the comms?
No radios, only for 10 codes in urgent situations, call outs, and to get in contact with dispatch.
Correct. Um, can you do a proper 1038 right now? Just like repeat out right now.
Yep. Severance, my badge number is 101. 101 to dispatch. I'm in a 1038 with a black Subaru outside the library in just off Lakeside Garage. 2 occupants, no additionals.
That's correct. If it's a felony stop, what do you do in a felony stop?
Felony stop, I will call a. I will do the same thing, but I'll call for assistance for at least 1 or 2 extra units, officers to arrive.
A felony?
And then I will stay in my vehicle until the other units have arrived, and then I'll
Correct.
follow on ordering the suspect on what to do.
Correct. Okay, after the other officers arrive, you instruct the occupants turn off their engine. You instruct the oh my god, I can't speak right now. My mouth's dry. You instruct the occupant of the driver to step out of the vehicle, walk with his back towards you, slowly back up towards you, and then you identify yourself, restrain him, and place him in custody. Also, during a felony stop, all felony stops, you should have your primary out, not your taser.
Yep.
Also, if you say you're the passenger of this oh my god, this felony stop, Emi Julivana Gia. I do not know how to say that name, but thanks for the follow. I don't know how to say that. Oh, EMT.
Oh, you're talking about your thing. I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, what are you on
Oh
about,
yeah,
man?
yeah, yes. All right, sorry.
So would you like me to say what orders I'll do for felony stop, or?
Oh yeah, if you want, go for it.
Okay, you'll tell the driver, turn the engine off. Once the engine's off, I preferably say, open up your window, take your keys out, throw your keys onto the outside the vehicle. I'll ask the driver to exit the driver only, passengers stay inside, driver only exit the vehicle with his hand using the outside friggin' lock, whatever it is, handle, sorry, the outside handle. He'll step out slowly, he'll face away from me. I'll get him to slowly walk towards my voice, and then once he does that, I'll tell him when to stop, to get on his knees, hands on head, and then that's when my secondary officer will then move in to make the arrest.
Correct. And just always be warned, okay? Always traffic stops, always when there's a felony traffic stop, always make sure the other officers are on scene with you before you start having contact with the individuals. All right, do you know your Miranda rights?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you by the state. Do you understand these rights as I have read them to you?
Okay. A new thing that's been added recently. I know you've been out of cop scene, all these counties lately.
Yep.
Okay. When you say I'll give you the correct. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you do or say can and will be used against you in court of law. You have the right to attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the state, if available. Do you understand these rights as I have just read them to you? The reason you say if available, okay, say you just read the ones that you just read them to me. That would basically say you have to wait 90 minutes with that guy until a lawyer shows up. So if a lawyer never shows up for 90 minutes, you're just going to be standing there, stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, if you say if available and there's no lawyer available, what you're going to do is say, hey, well, you got 5 minutes to get a lawyer down here to speak to me, or and then just go proceed that way. Suspects are able to represent themselves if they want to, but again, they always must be read their Miranda rights. Also, try to always, when you're taking you're taking someone in, try to always read the Miranda rights at the scene where you restrain them and before you put them in the car.
Yeah. Yep.
I know a lot of officers say that you can do it back at PD and stuff like that, but
I've always done it before I put him in the
I
car.
think that kind of like that's where there's a loss because, for instance, if say an officer didn't do that, you take them to PD. Some of the officers already there are automatically assuming that his rights were read.
Yeah, and then they do all the things that they can do after the rights have been read, but he hasn't been read his
Yeah.
rights, so...
Also, his rights must be read before you can pat him down. You cannot search him or nothing like that until his rights have been read. If you search him before his rights have been read, he must be released.
Yep.
Actually, let me correct that because I'm going off a different world. If his
So
if his rights have not been read and you searched him, okay,
After releasing.
no, I was incorrect. I was going off of an old.
My bad.
Okay, so if his rights haven't been read, you searched them. Everything up to that point, so the guns, everything that he did is going to be thrown out because his Miranda rights weren't read. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So say if you caught Cameron, for instance, doing a drug run down Lost Deep, you just take him to the street.
Yeah.
I gotta put my earbuds in, that was too loud. Okay, so you put him in the vehicle after you figure out that you have already searched him, take him back to PD. After you get to PD, you search him and all that, what you're gonna have to do then at that point, because you searched him and you didn't read him his rights, you're gonna have to, all that evidence that you built up against him is basically thrown out.
Yep. I can't charge him for anything.
What?
It's like I've never done anything.
Yeah,
Say,
basically.
for instance, if he had like an AK-47 with 20 mags, and I searched him, I can't use any of that. I give it back to
You
him.
can't use that. You can't use that against him. Now, if there was something else that he did, or he does something within that period or something, or say even for the simple fact that you didn't read him his rights before you put him in the car and you take him all to PD, and the whole time he's talking trash, talking about killing you, talking about having his friends come get you, this and that. Well, you get the PD and then you read him his rights. You can't use that in court. Hey Cameron, can you do me a favor?
The rights haven't been read. Yep.
Can you not fly helicopters because they're loud as fuck and I'm trying to do this training?
No, I was only come back over because I left my only car over here.
Oh, okay.
And somebody, idiot, crashed the last one.
Alright. Okay, do you know we have a panic button in the shop that you can get?
Yes, my last county recently got that shipped in also.
Alright, the panic button that is purchasable is in the item store.
Yeah.
Also,
it's basically...
Yeah, get.
Sorry, I believe it's in the same pocket where I put all my donuts and that in, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Alright. Also, be aware, side chat is to never be used in game typing or anything like that. Now, if you're unsure of the TAC, like, you know, the comms, put what TAC are you in. That's fine. But if you use anything other than that, there's going to be issues, not with PD, it's going to be issues with the heavens.
Yeah.
Okay. And also, do you know the circumstances that you would use a panic button?
If I have no way of getting out, if my life is fully in danger, say for instance me getting hostage, before I was I'm put in zip tie. Well, before I'm zip tied, I'll have a chance to click panic button.
Yeah. So basically, a panic button is to be used if you or your partner's lives are in danger.
But I wouldn't use a panic button, say for instance, if I'm in a shootout, correct? I would call 1078 shots fired, correct?
Correct. Or if you are in the middle of a shootout and you're the only officer, there's a 10-0-0.
Yeah.
It's going to be more easier to use comms than the actual panic button, because the panic button you have to open the tablet, go in there, click on it, just